So hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to one of the first videos of 2021. So this is my 2021 reading goals video and I haven't made one of these videos in a very long time, and I thought it'd be apt that as 2020 has been such a kind of big year on YouTube for me, I wanted to basically kick off 2021 with this video, which is basically goal setting, its intentions for the year. So I'm sitting here with my coffee because before we talk about 2021, we're going to be all reflective and we're going to talk about 2020 and how that was as a year. So in terms of like everything but YouTube, I feel like it's been, I don't know, it's had its ups and downs, you know? It has been a hot mess in some situations, and then in other situations, like really exciting things have happened and some things have just stayed really consistent. One thing that really has been a big change for me in 2020 was YouTube. So over the past few years, if you have been subscribed to me either since the beginning, since 2013, I think I started this channel, or if you have been subscribed for the last few years, then you will know that I would say since about 2016 onwards, maybe 2017 onwards, I've barely posted any YouTube videos, and I've really seen now how much of an impact that has kind of wrought on my channel. Not only have I not posted a lot of videos in the past 3 to 4 years, I've also not watched hardly any booktube. And I feel like booktube has evolved so much in the sense that, you know, there are so many new people on booktube and the actual content of booktube has evolved so much. And you know, especially like reading vlogs, like in the old booktube days, I didn't know what a reading vlog was. Like, I thought vlogs were just the things that people like beauty YouTubers or lifestyle YouTubers would just make and they would have a second channel for. But now like reading vlogs are kind of like a big part of booktube, and it is a type of video that I personally really enjoy. So by not watching a lot of booktube over those past 4 years and by not uploading consistently, I'm at the place I am now where, not gonna lie, like my channel has, especially at the start of the year, it was in dire straits. And I really feel right now that I've lost touch with the algorithm, what the algorithm wants. And also I feel, this is gonna sound very woe is me, but I feel very out of place on booktube. Basically when the pandemic hit, I really wanted to use the time to be able to achieve a goal I've been wanting to achieve for a while, and that is to upload 2 videos a week. So I've talked about this a lot, but a lot of you guys know I have quite an intense full-on job, and that usually means that I can't do much YouTube work during the week. So that usually leaves it to the weekends. So over the past 4 years, as my career has kind of like progressed, my content on YouTube has declined in terms of not only the amount of content I've been producing, but I think the quality as well. And you guys might be completely lovely and just not agree with that, but I think admitting firsthand that my content has not been amazing over the past few years is the right step towards it being better, if that makes sense. I need a steadying cup of caffeine. So basically, as I was saying, when I started uploading 2 videos a week in March when the pandemic hit, and I didn't have, you know, a lot of things to distract me. I wasn't going to work events. I wasn't, you know, traveling a lot. I wasn't, you know, spending my weekends kind of recuperating and resting because that's all I had to do really, because I was working from home. I decided to upload 2 videos a week from March, and it's been a learning experience. Like, I am so proud that almost consistently since March, I have uploaded 2 videos a week, which is a huge step because I've never been that consistent on my YouTube channel in 6 years. And that is something I'm very proud of. I've also reached a few milestones in terms of gaining the most subscribers I've gained in a year in a very long time. My YouTube channel has basically, I think, like, whilst I'm speaking right now, it has reached a bit of a plateau where I'm not gaining that many new subscribers, and most of the videos I put out, you can tell that there's something, I just don't really get on with the algorithm, in the sense that I think a lot of the subscribers that I do have are from 6 years ago, in the sense that you know, a lot of them probably don't watch booktube anymore, and that's why my view count is lower, and it doesn't really represent what my subscriber count is. So this isn't supposed to be like a woe is me or anything like that. This is just me reflecting on like my growth as a channel in the past year. However, I have published some videos that I'm very, very proud of, and that honestly have done really well in terms of like what I'm used to. And, you know, doing that cozy autumn book tag that you might have watched and seen on loads of other amazing creative channels, seeing my video on their channels has been mind-blowing, and I'm so, so thankful that they just like wanted to do that in general. But you might have seen in a reading vlog that I posted the week before that video came out about how terrified I was to make that. And this is something I do want to change in 2021, is I'm almost scared to be heard. Like, I'm almost scared to do new videos and create book tags, host readathons, do live, you know, YouTube lives. Everything like that terrifies me. And it's almost kind of like I'm scared to shout too much. I'm scared to be heard too much. I think part of that is because I have kind of a public job in that, you know, I am in a senior role in a publishing house, and I don't want to kind of not draw too much attention to that, but I don't want to cross any boundaries, and I'm really overly careful about how much I talk about my work on my channel, and I really do want to separate those two things. I would never want to say anything that kind of puts my career in jeopardy, but also reflects badly on the company I work for. So it's kind of a juggling game. And I know that doesn't really make sense in terms of like, why in that case should I be scared to host Instagram lives or like, you know, host a readathon? I don't know. I don't know if it's imposter syndrome. I don't know if it's just that I'm scared of people not watching and not joining and not thinking that I should be doing those things. So I'm kind of reaching a bit of a YouTube identity crisis, and that is basically my reflections on 2020. In 2 words, YouTube, oh no wait, that's 3 words. In 3 words, YouTube identity crisis. That has summed up my year. I have really tried to change my content, be creative and inventive with new content that I'm not used to creating, and, you know, try to play to the algorithm in order to reach as many people as possible. But honestly, I don't really think I'm there yet in terms of knowing fully what you guys want to watch, but also fully what the algorithm wants. And honestly, I shouldn't care about that, but sometimes it is quite like demoralizing when you put out a video and, you know, in 2 or 3 weeks it's only got 100 views, which might be a lot to some people, but like, as I've been on booktube for 6 years, it just feels a bit like, oh my god, I'm so out of touch. Anyway, that is my 2020 summary. Please do let me know if you have any thoughts on this. I want to know what type of content you want to see from me in 2021. I want to know which of my videos have been your favorite this year, just so I can really understand what you guys want. And I want to be here, you know, obviously in 2021, and making content that inspires you and motivates you to read. So without further ado, we're going to have another sip of coffee, and I'm going to go on to my 2021 reading and channel goals. Okay, so I've split this into 2 categories. The first category is like YouTube and brand. I don't like calling it a brand because I'm not a brand, you know, like it's weird. But I'm talking about my presence online. So this includes YouTube, this includes Instagram. I will of course leave all my links down below in case you're not following me on Instagram or Twitter. So the first goal I really want to keep hitting in 2021 is to upload consistently 2 videos a week. I found that I've gotten into a proper routine now with uploading twice a week, and I would like to kind of have more of a theme in terms of what the 2 videos a week look like. Maybe one is a vlog, one is a sit down video. So do let me know if you like the sound of that, if you like both videos, if you'd like them to be different, basically. So the next resolution of 2021 is to film more themed recommendations videos. So some of my favorite videos to watch from other creators is themed recommendations videos, whether that's in the form of a vlog or just a sit down video like this talking about recommendations on a theme. I've done a few of these, like my fairy tale retellings recommendations video, but I'd love to do more vlogs where I basically read a load of books in the same theme. For example, I've been meaning to film for months a Regency romance vlog, a pirate YA fantasy vlog, and I've just not gotten around to it. So that is one thing I really want to do in 2021. It does take up more work in terms of like the amount of reading and prep you have to do for those videos, but I will need to plan ahead for that, and I think just knowing that will make it a bit easier. The next thing I'm putting out into the universe, because I really, really want this to happen, is I would love to host a read-along or a readathon in 2021. So I've never hosted a read-along or readathon before. I've never done buddy reads with anyone. Like, I would love to be part of the community in that sense and just really embrace that side of things, because I've just never done it before, and I've got so many ideas of what like books would work and what themes would work. So I need to just set that in motion, and honestly, it's just the fear of putting stuff like that out there and nobody interacting with it that kind of scares me and puts me off, which I know is a bad attitude to have, because I should just be doing it for the fun of it anyway. But I really want to put out stuff that you guys will love. So I think making sure it's the right thing is what's holding me back. But in 2021, we're just going to be bold and we're just going to go out there. Okay, so the next two resolutions slash goals of 2021 are numbers related. And I'm not usually, or I try not to be like fixated on numbers, subscribers, views. Like, I really do try not to be. And sometimes I'll have reality checks where I'm just like, Lucy, like, it's still amazing that this many people follow you and this many people watch this video. Like, if you try and visualize the amount of people, like, I've almost got 8,000 subscribers. So visualizing that many people in a room is insane. Like, you can't fit 8,000 people in a room, you know? So in terms of numbers and views, I do try to not fixate on those, but I think now is the time to manifest what I would like in 2021 in terms of the numbers that I would love to get to as a personal achievement. So for YouTube, I'm putting it out into the universe that I would love to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of 2021. So as I said, I'm nearly on 8,000, and honestly, I'm a bit like unsure if this will even happen, because my growth has been extremely slow because of the years that I just wasn't uploading consistently. So I don't even know if this is even possible, because this year alone, I think I've gained about 500 subscribers, which is amazing. But you know, that goal would require me to gain 2,000 subscribers in a year, which is a lot. So this is a very grand goal. If I don't make it, that's fine, but let's just wait and see, guys. Let's just see if we can do it. So I'm putting it out into the universe. Hopefully, you know, if I film this video next year, we'll see what happens. Another goal of mine is to hit 2,000 followers on Instagram. Instagram is something I'm really going to focus on in 2021 in terms of being very creative with the photos that I post. I have a similar thing on Instagram where I'm scared of posting photos because I'm like, oh, well, you know, what if people don't want to see this photo of me? Or like, what if people don't like this book I'm posting? Like, I just get such bad, not imposter syndrome, but like fear to post things I'm proud of. So I'm going to get rid of that in 2021. We're just going to try and post three photos a week and just see how we get on. And I would love to be able to reach 2,000 followers on Instagram by the end of 2021. We will see what happens. So those are my YouTube and social goals for 2021. And now let's get on to books and writing. So a lot of you guys might have watched my NaNoWriMo vlogs this year. You will know that I finished writing my novel this year, which has been a huge achievement for me and something I've been wanting to do for years. I started writing this book 2 years ago, and I've only just gotten my butt together and finished it. In light of that, one of my goals is to edit my novel and get it through several drafting stages. And then by the end of the year, I would like to have it ready for querying to agents. So that is obviously a massive step, and it's not ready for querying yet. It's a bit of a hot mess fresh out of NaNoWriMo, so we will see what that actually looks like. Aim big, yep, we can do it. So my final few goals are all to do with books and reading. So the next goal is to read 52 books in 2021. I would like to read a book a week in 2021. So we will see how that goes. My next goal is to read a Robin Hobb series. Robin Hobb has been an author I've wanted to read for so long, and seeing creators like Ashley from A Frolic Through Fiction and Reagan from Peruse Project, who both adore Robin Hobb, like, I know that I need to read her, and that is why I basically set myself a goal to read one of her series. And I think it's I can't remember what her first series is. It might be the Farseer trilogy. I can't remember, but I want to read one of her series, and I will of course document my progress with you guys here. So I have two final goals about reading. One is to read more middle grade. I rarely read middle grade, and that's quite shameful because I used to work in children's publishing, so I worked on so much amazing middle grade. But seeing creators like Gav from How to Train Your Gavin, like, I just love his videos, and he really inspired me to want to pick up middle grade. So I'm going to try my hardest to do it. I'm going to watch his videos, and hopefully I'll get loads of great recommendations there. But it's just a genre I've never really explored, even though I have worked in children's publishing, which is a bit shameful. But you know what? We're going to start in 2021 and read more middle grade. And my final goal of 2021 is to read more diversely. So this is in terms of authors who aren't white. This is in terms of authors who, you know, are writing LGBT stories. This is in terms of authors who might be writing in different languages, so translated fiction. In terms of finding some complete hidden gems and books that are now some of my favorite books of the year. So very, very like up for doing that in 2021, and just trying to broaden my spectrum of what I'm reading, and also being aware of where I'm seeing recommendations for books, who I'm getting recommendations from, in order to like broaden, you know, where, like, who I'm watching and where I'm reading recommendations, etc. So this is a big goal of mine and something I really want to do in 2021. So guys, that was a long old video, but we've reached the end, and if you're still here, well done. Thank you for watching this far in. So if you're not already subscribed, please do make sure you hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy this video. And I will see you with so many more videos in 2021, and I'm really, really excited to be spending the year with you. Thanks so much for watching again, and I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye!